If gets, yo, what's up, guys? What's going on? Hope y'all having a good day so far. Chelsea played poorly. Yeah, that was a horrible performance. I'm sorry that I kept shaking my head out throughout the whole match, devoid of any ideas on how to attack. And what I mean attack is like penetrating the 16-yard box. It's just like the same thing over and over again, just like expanding the field, which yeah, you're supposed to do. Try to do that, sure. Circulating the ball. Of course, you're going to do that. How many times have you not seen it? It's like they're just running drills. That's all they're doing. That's all Chelsea is doing. There isn't that supposed quality from these players that, again, are supposed to be elite, one of a kind. I don't see that. The only one I see, and I said this before, is Joao Felix. The only one that thinks outside the box. The only one that tries to break the mold. He's the only one, and that's not saying much. It's not like he's doing something ridiculous. He's just trying to do something different because he has the quality. It's showing like, oh yeah, he has the quality. So, but everyone else, I don't see it. I'm not trying to say that Chilwell is a bad player. Reece James is a bad player. Reece James had a lousy match today, or yesterday. Sorry, I caught the game late. Chilwell, I understand why people wanted him back when he was injured, but it's not enough. I don't expect him to like the left back to do everything. No, it's not gonna happen. Like they need somebody else. I don't know why Mudryk isn't playing. What was the whole point of paying that amount of money for someone that's just to ride the bench? I mean, get that partnership going with Joao Felix and Enzo. That's the only time that I've seen Chelsea look top tier, top level. Get that going, get that partnership going. Yeah, get that flowing. Taking out Felix in the second half, I just don't get that. When you're up by just one goal, that's not enough. That's not enough. With the way the game was being played out, and I thought he would have seen that. It wasn't enough to try to fortify the midfield and the defense. Bring in another forward. Bring in Mudryk. Get that other goal, because the real win was the 3-1. It wasn't the 2-1. That wasn't enough. Just like the game with Leeds, they just happened to have won that game. And I thought that was very misleading. I mean, yeah, finally got a victory, right? After, I don't know, what, 10, 12? I don't know how many, since October, I think it was, that Chelsea didn't get a win. So that was important, but I think it was misleading in the way they played. And that switch, again, taking Joao Felix out, I don't get it. I don't get it. It's just mind-boggling. Why are you taking out your only chance of scoring? Because let's be honest, and it's sad to say this, he's their only chance of scoring. Yes, I know Chilwell scored, but most likely chance of scoring, it's with this guy, Joao Felix. And again, I'm not building him up. I like Joao Felix, but I don't think he's a super mega, a player. He's just the only one that you could tell has quality. When you say quality, has quality, because he's showing it. He makes it look easy sometimes, and he makes it look obvious. Oh yeah, do that. You don't see that from anyone else. Everyone else is trying to play back. They're trying to play it safe. It's like they're very timid when they're playing. Enzo, oh man, I like Enzo. Enzo's clean. Enzo's clean. But I feel Chelsea got swindled. You guys got hustled buying Enzo. You didn't need Enzo. You needed a forward. You guys should have done everything you could to get a forward in this season, right now, because you're trying to compete for what, top four, and for next season. I get that, for to try to win the Premier League, but you got to at least get to the Champions or Europa maybe. It looks like none of that's going to happen. So what is Enzo really doing? For that price tag. And I like Enzo. That's the thing. I think look, when it comes to pinging the ball, vision, long passes, containing the ball, the most persistent and not losing the ball, that's Enzo. Enzo's the boss, like a boss. Enzo's he's a wizard when it comes to that. That's the one thing I was noticing yesterday. It's like, man, this guy just does not lose the ball, and his aim is just clinical. It's so accurate anytime he passes the ball. But that's it. I mean, Enzo is also an offensive player, so where's the offensive?ness? I get it with the passes and all that, but you need to score for that price tag. I'm sorry, just what was the point? Get an attacker, because that's what Chelsea needs, an attacker. You could have skipped on Enzo and you would have been fine as long as you got that attacker, because that's what you need right now is the goals. So for me, I almost feel like saying it's a flop, like he bombed, but he didn't at the same time, because he's such a good player, such a consistent player. But again, for that price tag, it just, no, I'm of two minds. It's an antinomy. Like, He's a great player, yet he's doing jack shit. He's doing nothing to help out the team except just not lose the ball. Gives opportunities, makes these like very clever passes, but he needs to score. They need to score, and obviously, most of those passes that he ends up, being venerated for and lavished for, they end up not scoring. There's no final product, so it's really aggravating. It's very frustrating seeing such a great player, but you didn't really need him. You could have done without him. And then we have Gallagher. Look, Gallagher has a lot of energy, jubilation when he comes in. He's so excited when he comes in. I mean, he's bursting at the seams, just ready to go. But there's no quality. That kid has no quality when it comes to Chelsea. Maybe in some other team, but he has no quality for Chelsea. I'm sorry. I'm just stating the obvious. He lost the ball like 3 times in a row. The one time that he did manage to get to 3 people, he couldn't even cross the ball. And I've seen this time and time again. He just doesn't have. He's really eager to get the ball to somebody. I get that, but there's no quality. It's just him running around the field. Now, if his job was just, and I think somebody said this on YouTube, if his job were to be just to contain the ball, just to recover balls like rebounder, and then just pass them, I guess great. Yeah, he can do that, but so can a lot of other people. I think he needs to be loaned. I think you should sell him. I just don't see anything except enthusiasm. So A for effort, Gallagher, great, but that's it. He's not doing anything else. There was one time that I was like, oh, this looks like an elite club. This looks like a top club. Was the set piece, the free kick with the 2 dummies, if I'm not mistaken. That was like, where did that come from? I want to see more of that. That looked like I was watching a team that spent over $500 million. But other than that, nothing. As a team, as a collective, I did not see anything that sets them apart, especially playing at home. So yeah, very infuriating seeing a team with such quality. Supposedly, again, I don't know where the quality is. I don't think there's any quality anymore. I've kind of given up. I don't think there's any quality at all. Yeah, Pulisic, I'm not seeing anything from him. I know he came back from an injury, but he just seems like that's his level. He's not. He capped. That's it. He capped and he hit the ceiling with his level, and that's it. You're not going to get anything more from him. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Take care.